Good evening. My name is Kenneth Sheehan. I am the Superintendent of Schools in Attleboro. At this time, I would like all the people to please take their seats. Welcome to the 2014 City of Attleboro Inauguration Ceremony. Would the Attleboro Police Department Honor Guard please come to the stage at this time?
Center! Peace! Parade! Peace!
Would you please rise? At this time, the Veterans Honor Guard, please come forward.
Detail! Attain! Who? Present! Who?
I would now like to call members of our student body to recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Detail, present. Who?
Would you please be seated? I am pleased to introduce to you at this time Reverend David Costa, who will give the invocation.
Stand in the holy presence of God as we pray. God of truth and justice, we come before you this night with grateful hearts. Bless Mayor Dumas, the members of the City Council and School Committee who begin their term of office or continue their service this night. Inspire them with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. May they serve the common good with integrity, humility, and generosity. Encourage all of us to work together in order to build a community where all people are valued and respected, where peace and justice, kindness and compassion prevail. Lead us on the path of right. Keep us all in your care. All praise and glory to you, God of life and love, now and always. Amen.
Amen.
At this time, the Women's Select Choir will perform for our listening pleasure. They'll perform Rejoice and corner of sky. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
That's good evening.
Good evening.
What a privilege to be here tonight in this warm auditorium. Mayor Dumas, Sheriff Hodgson, State Senator Richard Ross, Representative Haro, Representative Elizabeth Poirier, city elected officials, honored guests, citizens, and students of the city of Attleboro. Good evening, and on behalf of our newly elected city officials, I would like to thank you for attending this inaugural ceremony. This is a great night. Tonight we gather together as community members to witness those who will soon take the oath of office to begin their term of public service. When I have witnessed other inaugurations, I couldn't help but wonder if this is what John Fitzgerald Kennedy meant 54 years ago when he said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." Tonight, we will celebrate the electoral success of 24 individuals who wish to serve the city of Attleboro. But we have proven historically, especially in Massachusetts, that individual objectives and goals do not move the agenda forward. It does not win any championships. Teamwork, consensus building, collaboration, earning trust and respect are the keys to ultimate success. The citizens, young and old, who have lived in this city are expecting all of you to meet the challenges that lie ahead with fortitude, intelligence, and dignity. Never forget that together we can accomplish anything. Thank you. And now, we're a little late on this side. That's right, and now for the oaths of office. I ask the audience to please hold your applause until each individual or group of individuals have taken their oaths. I am honored to introduce Sheriff Hodgson, who will administer the oath of office to the city clerk, the city treasurer, and the city collector. Raise your right hand after the word I. State your name and repeat after me. I,
Elizabeth A. Shockroo,
having been elected city clerk
having been elected city clerk
of the city of Attleboro
for the city of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that
the
office.
duties of that office.
I
I, Elizabeth A. Shockroo,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will uphold and defend
that I will uphold and defend
the federal and state constitution
the federal and state constitutions
and to oppose
and to oppose
the overthrow
the overthrow
of the federal or state government
of the federal or state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or any illegal or unconstitutional method.
or any illegal or unconstitutional method.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Got the city treasurer. Raise your right hand.
After the word I, state your name and repeat after me.
I, Ethel M. Sandbatch,
Having been elected city treasurer
having been elected city treasurer
of the city of Attleboro
of the city of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I
I, Ethel M. Sandbatch,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold and defend
to uphold, defend
the federal and state constitutions
the federal and state constitution,
and to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of this federal or state government
of the federal or state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or by any illegal
or by any illegal
or unconstitutional method.
or any unconstitutional method.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Please, Larson. Raise your right hand after the word I, state your name and repeat after me. I
I, Deborah Macaccio,
do solemnly swear,
do solemnly swear,
having been elected the city collector
having been elected city collector
of the city of Attleboro,
of the city of Attleboro,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully
the
perform
duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state constitutions
the federal and state constitutions,
and to oppose the overthrow
to oppose the overthrow
of the federal or state government
of the federal or state government
by force,
by force,
by violence,
by violence,
or any illegal
or any illegal
or unconstitutional method.
or unconstitutional method.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
The city councils will be sworn in by our state representatives. I ask that Representative Poirier join me at the podium while I call the at-large municipal councilors to come forward. Peter Blaze, Ronald Churchill, Richard J. Conti, Brian F. Kirby, and Heather J. Porica.
I think I'm supposed to talk into the microphone. It's very nice to see you all tonight. Thank you. And I ask that you state your name one at a time, starting with Councilor Blair, after I say aye. Aye.
Peter Blair.
Oh, right hand, sorry. Thank you. Proceeding together, having been elected councilman at large
Having been elected councilman
of the city of Attleboro
of the city of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state
the
constitutions
federal and state constitutions
and to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of the federal or state government
of federal or state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or by any illegal
or by any illegal
or unconstitutional method.
or unconstitutional method.
So help me
So
God.
help me God.
Congratulations, you were good.
I now ask Senator Richard Ross to come forward as I call to the podium the municipal council members representing the wards. From Ward 1, Walter Thibodeau. Ward 2, Mark J. Cooper. Ward 3, Frank Cook. Ward 4, Jonathan Joseph Waite. Ward 5, Jeremy M. Denley. And Ward 6, Shannon Hayden.
Thank you and good evening. I'm going to call them up one at a time, actually, they're still seated. So Walter Thibodeau would please step to the podium with me, please. Raise your right hand.
Yes, sir.
Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Walter Joseph Thibodeau,
Having been elected Ward 1 Councilman
having been elected Ward 1 Councilman
of the City of Attleboro
of the City of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years,
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state constitutions
the federal and state constitutions
and to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of the federal or state government
of the federal or state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or by any illegal or unconstitutional method.
or by any illegal or unconstitutional method.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Next, if I could have Mark J. Cooper. Again, raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Mark J. Cooper,
Having been elected Ward 2 Councilman
having been elected Ward 2
of
Councilman
the City of Attleboro
of the City of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that
the
office.
duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state
the
constitutions
federal and state
and
constitutions
to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the
of
overthrow
the federal or state government
of the federal or state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or by any illegal
or
or
by any
unconstitutional method. They can run it together if you want. By any illegal
illegal
or unconstitutional method.
unconstitutional method.
So help me God.
So help me God.
We actually have those 2 sections broken down on this sheet. Next up, if I could have Frank B. Hook, please. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Frank Michael, Clerk,
having been elected Ward 3 Councilman
having been elected Ward 3 Councilman
of the City of Attleboro
of the City of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that I
swear
will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that
the
office.
duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state constitutions
the federal and state constitutions
and to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of the federal or state government
of the federal and state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or by any illegal
or by any illegal
or unconstitutional method.
or unconstitutional
So
method.
help me
So
God.
help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next, I'll ask for Jonathan J. Waite. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jonathan J. Waite,
Having been elected Ward 4 Councilman
having been elected Ward 4 Councilman
of the City of Attleboro
of the City of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state
the
constitutions
federal and state constitutions
and to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of the federal and state government
of the federal or state governments
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or any illegal
or any illegal
or unconstitutional method.
or unconstitutional method.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Jeremy M. Denley. This really is the fun part. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jeremy Michael Denley,
Have been elected Ward 5 Councilman
have been elected Ward 5 Councilman
of the City of Attleboro
of the City of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years.
for a term of 2 years.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state constitutions
the federal and state
and
constitutions
to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of the federal and state government
of the federal or state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or by any illegal
or by any illegal
or unconstitutional method.
or unconstitutional
So
method.
help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. And if I could now be joined at the podium by Shannon M. Hagney, please. She's sporting her new tan. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Shannon Marie Hegney,
Having been elected Ward 6 Councilwoman
having been elected Ward 6 Councilwoman
of the City of Attleboro
of the City of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state constitutions
the federal and state constitutions
and to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of the federal or state government
of the federal or state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or by any illegal means
or by any illegal means
or unconstitutional method.
or unconstitutional
So
method.
help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
I now ask Representative Rowe to join me as I call to the podium the at-large school committee members, David Murphy, Julianne Singer, and James Stores.
I state your name one at a time, your name with the school committee member, Singer, and then proceed you together. I state your name.
I, Julianne Singer.
I, James Forrest.
I, David Murphy.
Having been elected school committee at large.
Having been elected school committee at large
Of the city of Attleboro.
of the City of Attleboro
For a term of 2 years.
for a term of 2 years,
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
That I will faithfully perform.
that I will faithfully perform
The duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend.
I swear to uphold and defend
The federal and state constitutions.
the federal and state constitutions
And oppose the overthrow.
and oppose the overthrow
Of the federal or state government.
of the federal and state government
By force.
By
force,
By violence.
By violence.
Or by any illegal.
Or by any illegal
Or unconstitutional.
or unconstitutional
Method. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
I would now like to ask Representative Poirier to come forward as I ask the school committee members representing the wards to join us. They will also be done on an individual basis, but I'd like to read their names. Ward 1, Diane Sawyer. Ward 2, William Larson. Ward 3, Stephen Withers. Ward 4, Laurie Scales. Ward 5, Francis Zito. And Ward 6, Mike Tyler.
Thank you again. Could Diane Sawyer please step forward? Hi, Diane. Raise your right hand, please, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Diane.
Having been elected Ward 1 School Committee Woman
Been elected Ward 1 School Committee
of the City of Attleboro
of the City of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years.
do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state constitutions
the federal and constitutions
and to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of the federal or state government
of the federal and state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or any illegal
or any illegal
or unconstitutional method. So help me God. Congratulations. Could I call Lyndon Larson, please? Repeat after me with your right hand in the air. I state your name.
I, William Larson,
Having been elected Ward 2 School Committee Man
having been elected Ward 2 School Committee
of the City of Attleboro
of the City of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state constitutions
the federal and state constitutions
and to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of the federal or state government
of the federal or state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or any illegal
or any illegal
or unconstitutional method.
or unconstitutional method.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Stephen K. Withers Jr., please. I see you. Now raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Stephen K. Withers Jr.,
Having been elected Ward 3 School Committee Man
having been elected Ward 3 School Committee Man
of the City of Attleboro
of the City of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state constitutions
the federal and state constitutions
and to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of the federal or state government
of the federal or state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or any illegal
or any illegal
or unconstitutional method.
or unconstitutional method.
So help me
So
God.
help me God.
Congratulations. Rory Scales. Right hand in the air. I state your name.
I, Lori Scales,
Having been elected Ward 4 School Committee Woman
having been elected Ward 4 School Committee
of the City of Attleboro
Member of the City of Attleboro
for a term of 2 years,
for a term of 2 years,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully perform
that I will faithfully perform
the duties of that office.
the duties of that office.
I swear to uphold and defend
I swear to uphold and defend
the federal and state constitutions
the federal and state constitutions
and to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of the federal or state government
of the federal or state government
by force,
by force,
violence,
violence,
or any illegal
or any illegal
or unconstitutional method.
or unconstitutional method.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Francis Seagull. Your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been elected Ward 5 School Committee Woman of the City of Attleboro for a term of 2 years, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully perform the duties of that office. I swear to uphold and defend the federal and state constitutions and to oppose the overthrow of the federal or state government by force, violence, or any illegal or unconstitutional method. So help me God. Congratulations. And last but not least, Michael Tyler. Right hand, repeat after me. I State your name. Having been elected Ward 6 School Committee Man of the City of Attleboro for a term of 2 years, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully perform the duties of that office. I swear to uphold and defend the federal and state constitutions and to oppose the overthrow of the federal or state government by force, violence, or any illegal or unconstitutional method. So help me God. Congratulations.
At this time, would you please join me in congratulating all of our new 24 elected city officials. We will now have the pleasure of hearing the St. John Evangelist Choir under the direction of Miss Cheryl Walsh.
Your word. tears and torn. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world. Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and pining, till He appeared, the soul felt His word. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks the new and glorious morn. Call on your knees, oh weary angels, voices, oh night, near all night, Christ was born. Oh night Truly He taught us to love one another. His heart is love, His gospel is peace. Chains shall He break, for the slave is our brother, and in His name all oppression shall cease. Sing of joy, praise for His praise, praise His holy name. Christ is Lord, Christ is the Lord. Praise His name forever and forever. His power
thank you for those wonderful renditions. Mayor Kevin Dumas has served as our mayor in the city of Attleboro since 2004. Tonight he begins his 6th term in office. And some would ask, with the complexity and challenges of this job, are you nuts? But those of us who know and work with him, we know the answer to that question, and it lies in his deep commitment to the city of Attleboro and all of its citizens. Despite some of the most difficult economic times in the history of this country, our city continues to move forward. Our schools continue to excel. Our police and fire and city workers keep our citizens safe. It is Kevin's leadership that makes this possible. He has high expectations for all of us who work with him, but he continues to have higher expectations for himself and for the city of Attleboro. Tonight, again, confirms the work and, most of all, the spirit of Kevin Dumas. Congratulations on your election, Mayor Dumas. Would you please, in fact, play for it this time, because you've been practicing for the last 6 weeks, and you get this done.
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountain to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America. Hold on, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. From the mountains to the prairie, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet
play the piano. I would like now to call to the podium Sheriff Hodson, who will administer the oath of office to our mayor.
That wasn't a gun, that was my cell phone.
Okay. Raise your right hand. After the word "I," state your name and repeat after me.
I, Kevin J. Dumas,
Having been elected mayor of the city of Attleboro,
having been elected mayor of the city of Attleboro,
do solemnly swear and affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
the
duties of that office
duties of that office
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
agreeably
agreeably
to the rules and regulations of the city of Attleboro
to the rules and regulations of the city of Attleboro
and the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts
and the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts
and the United States Constitution.
and the United States Constitution.
I,
Kevin J. Dumas,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold and defend
that I will uphold and defend
the federal and state constitutions
the federal and state constitutions
and to oppose the overthrow
and to oppose the overthrow
of the federal or state government
of the federal or state government
by force, violence,
violence,
or by any illegal or unconstitutional method.
or by any illegal or unconstitutional method.
I
Kevin J. Dumas,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to perform my duties
so as to serve and protect my community.
so as to serve and protect my community, so help me
Me
God.
Thank you, Mayor Dumas, and again, my warmest congratulations. Before I ask Reverend Costa to come forward to close our program,
Oh, inaugural address.
I thought we heard enough piano playing and singing. They said they want the refreshments, no speech for you. I knew there wasn't enough room on the stage for Mayor Dumas and myself. To present his inaugural address, I now present to you Mayor of Attleboro, Kevin J. Dumas.
Thank you very much, and good evening and welcome. Welcome to 2014, and thank you for coming here to the City of Attleboro's inauguration. In the home of Attleboro Blue Pride, let me first begin by recognizing certainly those honored guests and friends of Attleboro who have graciously agreed to participate here tonight, and personally extend a sincere thank you to our Sheriff Tom Hodgson, Senator Richard Ross, Representative Poirier, Representative Thoreau, and certainly Father Dave Costa. I promise that certainly this inaugural celebration is very special, and thanks for starting off tonight when we saw all of our 5 elementary schools with our students representing all of our 5 schools, and to be able to go through the Pledge of Allegiance tonight with elementary schools at Hill Roberts, Hyman Fine, Studley, Peter Thatcher, and Willett, and our 3 middle schools of Brennan, Coel, and Wamsutta, and of course our flagship here at AHS. I also want to thank our beloved St. John the Evangelist Choir under the direction of Cheryl Walsh, and thank you for your constant support. And also certainly with our Veterans Honor Guard, our Police and Fire Honor Guards, and especially tonight our Master of Ceremonies, who also is always more funny than I am, the Superintendent of Schools, Ken Sheehan, and the many members of my staff and his staff who helped orchestrated this event this evening. Thank you all so very much. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the voters of the City of Attleboro for participating in choosing your city leaders. It is you who took the time to exercise your most precious of civic duties and constitutional rights in the right to vote. And I'm humbled that by exercising that right, you have given me the opportunity to serve you for a 6th term as your mayor, and I promise I will not let you down. As we welcome those new being sworn for the first time, I want to make sure to also recognize those elected officials who will not be returning to office, because 2 years ago, those people stood on this very stage and took an oath that they would faithfully and impartially discharge and perform the duties of that office, and they did. And they gave the in fulfillment of those services to the citizens of Attleboro youth. It is gratefully appreciated, and we are indebted to them for their service and their generosity. And we thank you for your time and dedication to the city of Attleboro. It was 10 years ago, in this very, very space, that I raised my right hand and took the same oath that I did tonight for the very first time. And I'll never forget it. And I specifically remember a constituent, Isabel Barton, who gave me a beautiful desk plate that contains a simple yet very positive and powerful message that states the date of the inauguration, January 2004, rebuild the image of the city, Mayor Kevin J. Dumas. And with my oath of office and that message, we began the journey 10 years ago. And it's far too often that communities, unfortunately, allow itself to be defined by circumstances and events outside their control. Whether it be a cut in state aid, typically follows closings of recreational facilities, libraries, council on aging, those so-called non-essential services that help define the sense of what we call community. And what happens next in most of those circumstances? Next come layoffs, closing of fire stations, satellite stations, schools, and the list can go on and on. But before you know it, neighborhoods begin to fall into disrepair, crime is on the rise, and you've lost pride in what you call your community. But here in Attleboro, we refuse to allow our community to be defined by such circumstances. And we took matters certainly into our own hands. And the journey has been long and challenging and difficult. But tonight, I proudly stand before you and announce that together, we are truly rebuilding the image of this city. And we do this by guided principles, 3 of them, in fact, that we live by our means, that we do more with less, and that we constantly think outside the box to continue on. So while other communities cut services and have remained economically stagnant, we found ways to be able to go through and keep our public safety department staffed and our fire stations open. We found ways to be able to revitalize our downtown and create new economic opportunities throughout the city. We found ways to repair our schools and restore this image of what we call Blue Pride. We found ways to keep all those, what we call non-essential services, and build them, like the library, and the council on aging, and our recreational facilities, the zoo. And we found ways to rebuild our streets and connect neighborhoods with new sidewalks. Millions of dollars that we've spent in 10 years. And along the way, we've grown our stabilization fund next to nothing in 2004. If you recall, we ended the year with $7,777. And today, we're at an all-time high of our stabilization account, $2.7 million today. And it's this fund that's set aside for emergencies that has allowed us to complete a number of record capital projects without having to borrow money to do them. Our commitment to growing the stabilization fund has also shown our bond rating agency, Standard & Poor's, that we're serious about the city's financial position. And in fact, just recently, as you may recall, the city's bond rating was increased 2 grades from an A+ to a AA. That's solid. And it's the second bond rating increase during my administration, and that means when the city borrows, the city residents get to enjoy paying less out of their pocket for the money we have to borrow to do for projects. And we did this all while keeping Attleboro one of the most affordable places to live than any of our surrounding communities. So Attleboro still has the lowest average single-family tax bill of $3,456 than any of the surrounding communities. North Attleboro, Mansfield, Seacon, Rehoboth. But no city can succeed without the support, the vision, and the confidence of its legislative body. So I'm going to thank the members of the Municipal Council, both past and present, for helping us get where we are today. Because when it came for the city to adopt a cash reserve policy and to make annual contributions to that stabilization fund, the Municipal Council agreed and said yes. And when it came time to invest in our school building and technology, the municipal council said yes. When it came to support the revitalization efforts of the ARA and to save the important projects, the council said yes. And when it came to invest in the Attleboro High School new track and field and a new animal shelter, as we talked about 2 years ago, they said yes. And I say, let's keep it moving forward. Let's work together over the next 2 years and continue the great work. Our efforts and our successes have also been recognized by those outside of Attleboro. And I mentioned that the city just recently met with Standard & Poor's to review the city's bond rating. But as part of that process, we could have just sent them out financial statements, right, Madam Auditor? Very simply, could have done that. But on the advice and working as a team with the auditor, the treasurer, the director of budget, and other city staff, we came together to say, you know what? You can't just judge the city by the financial statements. You can't just look at the statements and not be able to see what's happening here in Attleboro. So it's about the people, it's about the neighborhoods, it's about the community pride, and the other intangibles that help define our community. So we thought outside the box. So we walked them from a team from City Hall, and we took them, the Standard & Poor's group, around the city, beginning with the downtown. We showed them the economic progress in the downtown, and we showed them where the new 6-story Renaissance Station building is going to be built, with 80 units of housing commercial on the first floor at the transit center. We showed them how our streetscape program continues to revamp the downtown. We showed them where the new Gatra bus terminal sits, and where Riverfront Drive and Riverfront Park are going to be built along the 10-mile river. We proved to Standard & Poor's that the city is moving forward. So next, what do we do with them? We took them here to Attleboro High School, the flagship of our system. There we held an impromptu meeting, which probably won't happen in any other municipality. I can certainly say in Massachusetts, and maybe in the nation, but we had an impromptu meeting with them inside the new track and field stadium, whereby we met on the home side of the bleachers, and we sat in those bleachers, where we looked out and adorned onto the turf field with the beautiful A tucked into the middle of it, and witnessed our blue pride and the commitment that we have to our schools. And we're proving to them again that we're living within our means and doing more with less, and continually think outside the box. But these were achievements that this team of people working for you have done over the past 2 years. During the last term, there were also noteworthy developments in our public safety departments. Our crime analyst in the police department, under Chief Hegney, has helped us guide us towards being proactive and helping us solve repetitive crime. It's helped allow our police force to do the job even better. The introduction of CommStat is an accountability tool that has also gained large results this year. In the fire department, medical expertise and oversight under the direction of Chief LaChance has been crucial, bringing our paramedic service to the next level. Captain Moore has worked hand in hand with staff to go through and improve in administrating that service that has led to amazing stories and recognition by regional hospitals of how our staff has saved lives under incredible circumstances. And it's this team approach within both of our public safety departments that makes such a difference. 2013, folks, was a dynamic year for the Attleboro Redevelopment Authority, led by former mayor and chairperson Judy Robbins, member Benny Keene, Jackie Romanecki, and Rick Correa. And this volunteer board made unbelievable strides by working with the city and Gatra and the Brownfield support team by implementing its first phase of the Downtown Urban Renewal Plan. Their efforts yielded this year alone the cleanup and sale of a once polluted, undevelopable site in the center of the transit area, clearing the way now for that new commercial building, that residential building we talked about. And the new Gatra bus terminal, the realigned wall and South Main Streets, the streetscape improvements were all completed in 2013, thanks in large part to their hard work and their dedication. In September of 2013, the ARA announced a $2.3 million purchase and sale agreement for a private sports complex that's going to be state-of-the-art along with a hotel to be built in the Attleboro Industrial Business Park. This 210,000 square foot facility will be the only one of its kind in the region that will house hockey rinks, basketball courts, and an indoor turf soccer field. and the second phase will include the design for 4 outdoor turf fields. The closing is expected for 2014 after the development team finalizes its due diligence and its permitting. Speaking of the IBP, the city, the ARA, and the Army, yes, the Federal Army Reserve, are in the process of finalizing our exchange agreement, and that will allow us to be able to go through and take over their property on John Williams Street for the city's DPW, and we'll also go through in turn and have them create a new facility of 28.5 acres over in the Industrial Business Park. As you may recall, in my inaugural address 2 years ago, I spoke about the need for the new animal shelter and the new Attleboro High School track and field stadium. We made great strides on both fronts. The Municipal Council allowed us the funding to proceed to make these 2 important projects a reality, and again, I thank you for your continued support. I have to admit though, I underestimated the amount of bloody enthusiasm that these projects would bring to the city of Attleboro, and it has been unbelievable in being able to reinvigorate the blue pride that exists here and citywide. We saw a community, hundreds of individuals that came together, the Friends of the the Attleboro Animal Shelter raised significant dollars by showing their dedicated and undying support. We saw citywide, again, hundreds of individuals that came together to aid the city in embarking on the Attleboro High School Track and Field Stadium project. Folks, we raised $600,000 in private funds to complete this $4.1 million project. And I can't tell you how wonderful it feels to work with such a group of people. And it doesn't matter whether they give $1, $10, $100, or $1,000 or more. Everyone had a right in an able participating project. And I'm thankful for all the help that's been given to us. We began and finalized the design of our new animal shelter in 2013, and we'll enter the construction phase in 2014. And I expect that this project will be finished in move-in condition by winter 2014. The face of our schools has changed greatly in 10 years. And we're now under the stewardship of Superintendent Ken Sheehan, and I'm looking forward to his results that he will be bringing to our district. And I charge he and the staff to administer the best education possible in order to reach each individual student, allowing them the needs to be able to go through and excel. Superintendent Sheehan has his proven leadership in other districts, and I know that he will properly identify the needs of the system and continue our journey forward. I've enjoyed working with him since July, and I can assure you that we're working on our goals together. We continue the tremendous improvements, again, in education for over the last 2 years. It's important when you go back and reflect and you look on what has been done. We were able to integrate full-day kindergarten citywide. Over the last 2 years, not only did we do that, but it's a tremendous achievement considering the economic climate. Also during the last 2 years, we continue to have a record number of students enrolling in our advanced placement program. And in fact, Attleboro High School was named to the Washington Post 2012 list of America's most challenging high schools. And a variety of metrics go into that calculation. It includes the number of college-level tests divided by the number of seniors graduating. And what's extremely noteworthy is that Attleboro High School is among only 9% of the 22,000 public high schools in the country to reach that set standard, and only 1 of 49 of the nearly 350 high schools across the Commonwealth. The report also reflected an equity, excellence, and noting the number of students who had never taken an advanced placement course. And those who actually scored high or above a 3 on one of those tests during the high school years. Their average rate is 18.1%, and Attleboro High School scored 22.6%. Then moving forward. The city also saw its gem, Capron Park Zoo, gain our full accreditation as promised during my last inaugural address. And we've been able to achieve these accomplishments despite the recovering economy. And I think it's important for all of you to know that there are many city employees who put in countless hours above and beyond in their tireless effort to help me make these accomplishments possible. And I want to extend to all of you my utmost thanks for everything you do for me every day. Thank you. Moving forward, next year will present more challenges and we will move forward. We never stop. The superintendent's right. We're always working and we have an undying support and love for this city. I will work with all the departments to meet our goals by doing everything I can to provide the same level of services to you and improve on them. I remain committed to the citizens of Attleboro with outstanding police and fire protection, education, our recreational venues, and all of our other city services. And I look forward to working with the Municipal Council this upcoming budget season, which is coming quickly. And I will continue to examine areas of cost-saving measures because the city's money and the taxpayers' money is just as important as it is my own. Looking forward to stated at the beginning of the speech, the most important goal that I've always stood by is financial stability. And in order for us to continue to provide the same services to you, we must continue to be financially prudent. And I will continue the same level of scrutiny over revenue and expenses that has enabled us to be so successful. Likewise, the downtown intermodal project will see further progress in 14 and 15. We secured $3.96 million for the Phase 2 construction, and that is the construction of the new Riverfront Drive and the Riverfront Park and the demolition of the current highway yard. In 2014, the Highway Division will be relocated to the new facility that's going to be built this spring on Lamb Street, and as well as moving over to the Army Reserve Center on John Williams Street. Also, during the next 2 years, Krugnali Properties will complete the construction on the Renaissance Station building that they've already started now next to Christopher Heights, and they're beginning plans for their second project, which is going to be located right in front of the new Gadget bus terminal, which will provide another similar rebirth of that section of the downtown. And again, high goals for our downtown in the next 2 years. I'll be embarking on a new phase in bringing this to the council of the downtown urban renewal plan in this new term. Not next year, it'll be 2015, because we've got too much on the plate in 14. But for 15, we're going to go through and deal with properties in the downtown that consistently we hear from the public, from you, the citizens of Attleboro, that need to be rehabilitated. And what do we hear of those properties? It's the property across in the Stone Chronicle, next to the Council on Aging in Christopher Heights, and also on properties on Union Street near the city center for redevelopment. And of course, we're going to work with the downtown property owners to work with us, but we will follow the urban renewal plan as our guiding principle document. These properties are ripe for redevelopment, and we're allowed to continue the city in its downtown and its rebirth. We'll also continue working with the Redevelopment Authority and the Industrial Business Park with the Sports Complex and the Army Reserve Center, that both will begin construction in 2014. And during the next 2 years, we will continue our rehabilitation efforts here at the high school. And our next phase is to replace every window in the entire HVAC system in this over 300,000 square foot facility, and that's our goals in our next term. We'll also continue with our roadway improvements annually, our city sidewalk rehabilitation program, and our next phases, of course, of the Downtown Streetscape Initiative, our capital improvement projects, which are very, very long. But in Attleboro, we're also very happy to provide and honor those extra special quality of life services that make us stand out and help Attleboro very, very special. Our library is unbelievable in the amount of people that they continue to reach, and especially with the new technology that they've just been granted. The zoo stands for itself, and it is the gem. Our recreation program, I always say, is second to none. And we've had, of course, another successful summer and all pools remaining open. We're the only city that has so many public pools across the city in every section of the city that we provide to our residents. So thank you to make everything possible. It is an amazing, amazing process to go through annually with staff, with the council, and their support. But it's all of the people working collaboratively together that help make this happen. So we have our additional services that we'll be providing to you. And of course, again, our Summer Expo will be this June. We'll also, of course, have our Winter Night Festival. I'll give a plug for February 22nd in the center of town. And a few more surprise exhibits up our sleeves, so certainly you don't want to miss it. But as your leader, I want you to know how strongly I believe that the status quo is not sufficient in my eyes, and those who work with me so closely absolutely know that. And it's evident in the results that we produce for you. And I can't tell you how many times we continue to hear the good words of the people to say, the city's changing, and now we see it. But it continues to be my ambition to be the best city in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and I'll never stop working towards that goal. I want to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation for our delegation. We have Lisa Nelson from Congressman Kennedy's office. Lisa, thank you for joining us tonight. And thank you for the work of the Congressman and you helping us. And also from our state delegation. You people have been absolutely fantastic. Senator and representatives, thank you for your commitment to Attleboro and working so closely with us on all of our projects. For it's them, it's the combined with the congressmen and with the state officials that literally have brought in multi-millions of dollars in just 2 years. So I'll continue to work diligently to foster those trustworthy working relationships. As I close, to those returning to office for another term on both sides, I'd like to wish you the very best of luck with your continued commitment and your service to the city of Attleboro. You should be commended for your willingness to continue to serve, because certainly it's not an easy job. To those of you who are newcomers, I wish you the very best in your new endeavor. Always be true to yourself and debate well and debate when debate is warranted. I hope that you will find your service as rewarding as I have over the past 10 years. To all elected officials, thank you. Thank you for the time that you spend away from your family and your personal lives. To my family, who's back from Arizona permanently and Attleboro residents again. And to my partner and all my extended family and friends, thank you for all of the time that I'm not at home, but that you know how much I love the city and I love what I do. Because if it were not for you, all of us on this stage wouldn't be able to do what we do for the city of Attleboro, so we thank you. I can't help. This position isn't mine, it's not the council's, it's not the school committee's. It belongs to you, the voters of the city. And we're here to make a difference, to serve, and to be able to debate well. Let us not forget that, and I hope that we can all search deep inside of ourselves and to find the courage to continue to make the positive change in this city and to be able to make Attleboro a better place. I'll close with a comment from President Theodore Roosevelt, as he once said on March 4, 1905. Much has been given to us, and much will be rightly expected from us. We have duties to others, and those duties to ourselves, and we can shirk neither. And I think in conclusion, that's what we're here to do. We have duties that have been placed on us for those that we've asked from you, the voters. So all of you, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for my colleagues on the stage. And thank you and congratulations to our newly sworn municipal council, school committee, treasurer, collector, and clerk, and together as partners in order to make a wholehearted difference in this great city of Attleboro. Thank you so much.
Before I ask Reverend Costa to come forward to close out programs, I have a few announcements. The municipal council meeting will be held in the high school mini auditorium, and the school committee meeting will be held in room 178E. There are signs as well as school staff that will be more than happy to direct you. Also, for all the people who've been here tonight. Please help yourself to the refreshments located in the lobby at the conclusion of our program. Thank you. Now I ask Reverend Costa to come forward to give the benediction.
Would you please stand as we pray? It's for exercise sake as well, please go. In our Judeo-Christian tradition, we end our evening as we pray. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord's face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May God smile upon you with kindness and give you peace. And we ask this blessing in the name of our God, forever and to ever. Amen. Have a safe night.
We ask at this time that the audience remain seated as our Police Honor Guard leads the procession of our city officials out of the auditorium. Thank you for coming this evening, and this officially concludes our inauguration program. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.